Hello again, and welcome to Moodle for Everyone. I'm Dr. Edward Bethel, and in this video, we're going to look at Moodle Advanced Grading and how you set up your rubric. In a previous video, I showed you how you set up your marking guide, and this one, we're also going to look at advanced grading, but now we're going to see how you can set up your rubrics. So I'm going to jump down to week 2 in my test course, actually week 3. And I'm going to click on this week 3 assignment. And in this assignment, I want to set up an advanced grading setup. But in this time, I want to use rubric grading. And so again, I'm going to go to edit settings, and I'm going to edit settings from the full edit setting page because I also want to define the assignment. So in this assignment, I'm going to say write a 3-page. So my essay is going to be write a 5-paragraph essay explaining the testing effect, space practice, and interleaved learning. And yep, I'm going to display the description on the course page. I'm not really going to worry about the dates for availability. Submission, I want it to be a file submission. And I want them to submit a PDF because that will allow me to grade in the grade window. So let's see, where do I have PDF? I'm just gonna have to specify. Well, you know what? I'll just leave it as all for now. I won't choose. Feedback types, I'm not going to worry about that for right now. But what I want to do is, first of all, define the number of points. So I'm going to define these points as 20. And also, I want to determine the grading method. And in this case, I'm going to determine I want to grade with a rubric. Now, when I go and save, it's going to tell me that I need to define my rubric for assessment. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Define a New Grading Form. And the first thing that I'll need to do is to give it a title. So I'm going to call this rubric or essay, something really simple. And then I just go ahead and define my rubric. Notice that it gives you a default first criterion to define. And so that first criterion is going to be, I'm going to let that be organization. And then what you do is you input each of the levels for grades for that particular criterion. And so for 0, I'm going to put no clear organizational logic. For 1, limited essay divided into paragraphs, but no logic to arrangement. 2, clear and clear understanding and demonstration of essay organization. And these could be anything. I'm just making stuff up as I go along. And I'm going to add another level. What would I put for it? Paragraph assists in the organization of the essay and clarifies arguments something like that. And then I would just go ahead and once that one is complete, add another criterion. And so when you've completely filled out your rubric, you'll see that you can add uh, however many criteria that you want, and then you just can fill out whatever levels for that for each of these criteria that you make. Note that you don't have to have 3 or 4 levels. You could have as many levels as you want. These are 4, these are 3. You could have additional levels, but also note that you don't have to have points incrementally increasing. In other words, I have this criterion at 0, 1, and 2, but I could just as easily have put it to 0, 2, and 4. You can edit that as well. So I'm going to leave it because this makes up my 20 points. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 15. That's 18, 20 points. So that's complete. And then I can just, and then also you would want to set these choices to however you want them to be set during your course. So I'm going to go ahead and save the rubric and make it ready for grading. And I'll see now that when I go to my assignment and I click on grade, it'll take me to the grading page for each of the students. But instead of just an empty grading box or instead of a marking guide, I now can see the rubric appearing in the right-hand grading column. And so the other thing that you can do, oh, it's just reloading. The other thing that you can do as well, because it tends to get squished over, if you click on the diagonal crosshairs, it'll zoom in to show you the entire rubric. So I can go ahead and grade this essay. Yep, this essay showed a clear understanding and it was really well organized, but it could have been a little better to clarify the argument structure. No spelling or grammar errors. The testing effect was clearly explained. Space practice, they could have done a little better. Interleaving, clearly explained. And the paragraph introduction sort of introduced the ideas, but could have been a little better. And the concluding paragraph was an excellent wrap up. Now, having clicked on each of these, if I go ahead and save this, I will note not only is my graded rubric saved. If I expand that, it should show me all the points already put in. And note that I can also add some comments in the comment box to the side. But additionally, the total grade is automatically calculated and entered into the grade book. So that's how you can set up your rubric and also use your rubric to grade your assignments. Just quickly to review, for my assignment, what I would do is go to the settings cogwheel, click edit settings, or I could click advanced grading. And then it would, if I haven't set up a rubric already, it would ask me to define a rubric. And then I would just go below and define my rubric and save it for use. So I hope this video was useful to you. If you did find it useful and you like this video, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel. Have a great day.